Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I have a wedding in a couple hours and I was going to actually film another video and then I was like, why would I film that? Why don't I film a get ready with me type video for like wedding guests and being a wedding guest and the kind of makeup that we're gonna do. And this is like actually what I'm gonna wear to a wedding tonight. So I thought I would just film it. I already primed my face. Primer is really important when you're gonna be, you know, dancing all night and just really wanting like long wearing makeup, but you guys know that my skin has been normal to dry, so I am still using my Revolution baking oil. I think this primer actually works so well. It makes my makeup last a long time and it doesn't make me too oily or dewy or greasy looking. So I really love this. So if you have like normal to dry skin too and you like need a little bit more hydration for the winter, I would highly recommend this. I normally let this sink in for 3 to 5 minutes on my skin. And then the foundation that we're going to be using today is a combination of my two favorites right now, the LA Girl Pro Cover Illuminating Foundation and the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I always forget the name of that foundation. My NARS is in Santa Fe and this one is in Nude Beige. This is very glowy and dewy and this is more satin matte, demi matte, and so I do 2 pumps of this and 1 pump of this and I absolutely love this. They're both really long wearing foundations, so I've tried and tested these and I know that these are going to work really well for me, but on your wedding day obviously, but then even when you're a guest to a wedding, it's not really the time to try a new foundation. Like I would pick something that you know is gonna last and isn't gonna break up, especially if it's a wedding during the warmer months where you're gonna be sweating and you might be outside or things like that. This is inside and it's 35 degrees in Minnesota, so I'm probably not gonna be doing that much sweating, but I still know that these will last me all night, which I love. So, shook 'em up, shook 'em up. I still have a lot left on my palette too. I just dot like my first initial layer of coverage, layer of paint on my face, and then I just see where I want to put more coverage. That first layer actually worked out pretty well, but I'm gonna add like just a touch more in my treble areas. And also, if you are wondering, yes, I do feel like Macklemore in this coat. I love this coat so much. I just got it when I was in West Virginia and it's so fluffy, and the reason why I'm wearing it is because it unzips all the way down. So when I'm doing like my makeup for an event and I have to put like a dress on or something like that, I always do my makeup before I get in my clothes and my hair, so I don't get any makeup on my outfit. I'm sure most people do that, but I'm gonna take like what's left and really work to blend it down the neck because this is a tiny bit dark for me. Okay, and then the concealer, tried and true, nope, not my mascara, Catrice Liquid Camouflage in the shade Light Beige, and this is a waterproof concealer. This is just like the most perfect color for me. I love this concealer. It is full coverage. It doesn't crease. It just wears really well. And I'm going to highlight a little bit. Pat that out. Blends out so well. And tonight we are going to bake. So I'm going to use my Coty Airspun powder, my favorite baking powder right now. Haven't been baking the last little bit because my skin has been drier. I'm only gonna bake right under my eyes and I'm not gonna use like a really heavy hand. I'm almost just setting the concealer, but I'm doing it like a little bit more than just setting. I'm gonna let the rest of the foundation sit and the bake sit while I do my brows. AOA Studio, I'm gonna do this off camera because you guys know this routine by now, I think, yes. And because I'm using more of a radiant glowy foundation, I am not going to use my normal Flower Beauty Miracle Glow powder. I'm going to actually set my face with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk powder foundation. This is in the shade 4. I don't want to apply a ton of this, just enough to set the face. So just kind of a couple little dots in there. Making sure I hit my nose and my forehead pretty well. Those are the 2 areas where I'll start to get a little shiny. Awesome. Let's go ahead and prime our lids before I zoom you guys in. I'm going to prime them with my Catrice concealer. This is my favorite way to prime my eyes, concealer and powder, because I already know this combo works really well. Obviously it doesn't crease under my lashes, so it'll keep my eyeshadow from creasing. And then I always set this with my Coty Airspun powder. Oh, we'll do one more step before I zoom you guys in. I'm going to actually go ahead and do my contour. So I'm actually going to use MAC Harmony to contour today. I was thinking about using my Shade and Light contour palette, but I love this color so much. So I'm going to go ahead and use this color. I rediscovered it from doing my Taylor Swift video, and I forgot how nice it looks with my skin tone. I'm not going to do sharp contour, and I'm kind of really lightly touching my cheeks. Alright, now let's zoom in and get started on the eyes. Okay, I don't think it'll be shocking to any of you, but I'm going to use my Narcissist Wanted palette. I love this palette so freaking much. It's kind of the most amazing thing ever. So this is the Wanted eyeshadow palette. So we're going to use that today. And I'm going to start by taking a fluffy blending, and I'm going to go into the shade right here. And this has a really great mirror in it. It's like the Emily Edit mirror, except it magnifies a little bit. I don't know. It's amazing. Oh, these shadows blend so well. They just make me so happy. And today I'm kind of going for like simple glam, I think. I think that's what I'm looking for. Okay, then I'm gonna take a little bit of this brown shade here just to add some depth. You guys know how this works, I feel like. We're building our foundation. Taking that a little further in and blending it in the outer portion of the crease. I'm going to take another blending brush now, and I'm going to take a little bit of that darker red shade because I'm thinking I'm going to use these two on the lid. So I'm going to take maybe that champagne one too. I don't know, they're all so good. And I'm going to put this in the crease just to warm it up a little bit. See how it just like adds a little bit of warmth, and kind of blend it out on the edges where that brown was, and then just slowly and very lightly drag it through. This really is going to be simple glam, but also glam. I mean, I'm going to a wedding. I think like the more pregnant, I'm very aware that I'm pregnant, and the more pregnant I get, though, I like there are some moments where I'm like, holy crap, I'm so pregnant. And those are funny to me because I'm like, well, yeah, you've been pregnant for 7.5 months. I'm like, yeah, I knew that. But there's still something about getting like really seeing the changes in your body where it's like, whoa, girl, you are preggers. It's funny. Am I making any sense? I'm kind of blending it over the top of that brown too. Warming it up a little, and then taking just a clean, fluffy blending and just really lightly, like so lightly going over those edges. I think what I'm gonna do is take another clean blending and this brown shade right here, and this is gonna go all over the lid. It just adds a little bit of shimmer, really lightly, just to kind of lay down a base. And I am gonna like fluff this up into the crease slightly, okay? Laying down this color is really about creating like a base and a nice transition, not so much about laying down lots of pigment, because it doesn't need to be super shimmery. Like we just created like a nice light brown base, you see what I mean? I'm gonna go into the champagne shade, and I'm going to pop this on the lid to the inner corner and back. Okay, so it's like halfway. This palette is like, I don't own anything like it, honestly. I love it so much. And then just to add another little pop, I'm gonna go into this shade, which is kind of like an iridescent color. So take quite a bit, and I'm gonna pat this kind of over that champagne shade and then into that outer corner. Just to kind of glitterify, yeah, glitterify, it's a word, the outer third. And then kind of like pat it over just to blend those two together. Do you guys see? I feel like I don't want to do a liquid liner, which means I'm going to go in with my MAC 266 and this dark brown, and I'm going to just press this into my upper lashes like so close, just like that. So really, really thin, just thickening the lashes. Which means I can't talk when I do this. I'll screw it up. Let's work on, actually I'm going to take just a little bit of that red color again, and I'm just going to really lightly go over the edges again. My mom's calling, but you see what I'm doing, yes? Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
Just putting my makeup on for the wedding, filming it.
Are you excited?
Yeah. Okay, you guys, I was on the phone with my mom and I just really wanted to keep going. I was like in the zone. So I just used that red color to just kind of go back over in the crease and just like make that a little more pop, you know? And then I used this champagne shade on the brow bone just to highlight a little bit, not too much. And then I'm also using it in the inner corner, which I just started doing. So that is all that you missed. Oh no, that's not all you missed. I did the lower lash line. I couldn't stop. My mom was talking to me and I just kept going. So I did everything in reverse. So I took a blending brush like this, used these two, smoked it all out, and then I took a smaller brush, this one here, and the red, and smoked it out. So it was pretty simple. Nothing that you guys haven't seen me do before. I am going to add a brown liner to my tight line and waterline. And then let's curl these puppies and add some mascara. This AOA lash curler, by the way, from Shop Marseille, is like actually good. Oh, I love it. So let's zoom out and finish up the face. Let's finish up the face. The first thing I'm gonna do, because like when I raise my eyebrows, I get these like little wrinkles here. Your girl doesn't get Botox. And then I'm gonna use a bronzer that I know, that I trust, that I love, which is my Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze Tantastic 104. It's got a million names. I don't know. We're gonna use this to bronze up the face. It blends so well. It photographs well. It just like looks so nice. It's kind of the perfect bronzer for my skin tone. And I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people that really, really love this bronzer. And I also know that it's not gonna take off my foundation. And then we're gonna go into the Morphe blush palette, and I'm gonna use a little bit of Sweet. Yeah, let's try that and see how it goes. Sweet on my blush brush. This is just kind of a light wash of pink, and I don't want like a blush that stands out, but I want to look a little flush, and this is like that perfect flush color. And you guessed it, Veil, because when do we not? And I'm going to use a highlighter that I know and love, which is my ColourPop On The Cusp, and we're going to use two highlighters. So this is a cream, but you can use this on top of powder. It's one of the only creams that you can use on top of powder that looks nice. And we may just use this one. Little on my nose, bridge. I'm going to use a little bit more, and I'm going to use a little powder highlighter, and then we're going to be done. My e.l.f. Heart Defensor, and I'm actually going to take the darker shade, which isn't dark. I'm only taking a tiny bit, just to like amplify just a little in the brow and down. The shade looks so dark in the pan, but it isn't dark at all. It's gorgeous. I love it so much. Okay, let's spray the face with my setting mist. This is another reason why you want to do your makeup before hair. Oh yeah. All right, now for our lips, we're gonna do my favorite combo. So Kokie Warm Nude. I'm gonna line and just fill in just slightly, but not early. Okay. Then I'm gonna use my favorite liquid lipstick of all time, Candy K. This is the best nude, and it's gonna go with this look just so well. Oh yeah. This formula is a little bit drying. So I'm gonna wait till that dries down, and then I'm gonna add this new gloss I got from Shop Miss A. This is the She Glossy Lips, and it's just a nude color. And it looks really nice. You could also use, I got my Fenty Gloss Bomb, which maybe I'll apply like at the wedding, but for now, that's already dry, you guys. That dries fast. We're gonna apply a little of this. Just like that. Okay, so I don't know what I want to do with my hair. I'm wearing a long black dress, and I was actually thinking of, like, I was gonna curl my hair and like do it all pretty and nice, but then I was thinking of wearing it in more of like a sleek ponytail with like bobby pins, but I don't really have any like cute gold bobby pins. I don't know. But this is the finished look, and I'm gonna come back and show you guys once I have my hair all done. Okay, I'm gonna go think about this, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, we've reached the finished look. So I did my hair. I decided to go curly and just kind of like full glam, and this is what we ended up with. I did pin it back here just so, because like right here I have an extension that's like really loose. Oh my gosh, I'm so funny. But I have one here that's like kind of really loose, and I just don't, I wanted the hair to like cover it, and I didn't want to have to mess with it all night. So I did it curly, like big, like wavy curly, and I gotta brush it out still, which when I brush out my curls, where is it? I thought it was out here. Must be in the bathroom. I use a Boar's Hair brush. It works so freaking well. I love it so much, and it makes the curls look like nice and like natural. So I still have to brush it out. I just finished curling it like a few minutes ago, as I keep like effing with it. Do you guys see that? Okay. Anyway, Tim is on his way home. We have to go in about 45 minutes, but I love this. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, I look like I'm going to a wedding, and I feel confident about myself, and this eye look is like amazing. You guys, I cannot possibly recommend this palette highly enough. If you don't need it, don't buy it. If you have palettes, like it. But to me, like, this has so many good shimmers, metallics, mattes. It has everything you need to create many different looks, and if you like natural looks with like pops of glitter, pops of shimmer, pops of metallics, you're gonna really like this palette. So anyway, I love it so much, and yes. Now it's going to be time for me to go to the wedding. So hopefully Tim and I take a picture together tonight. Every time we go to a wedding, I come home and I'm like, we didn't take a picture. We're so bad at that. All right, I love you. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.